Hello, YouTube. Well, it turns out I was wrong about Statham Park here over in Titusville, just off US 1. It's actually right by, I think it's 405, the connection to the Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex, where I'm working right now for the next couple weeks. Anyhow, I had come to this park earlier. It's my first time here at this particular park because it looks like a nice park. Has restroom facilities. They open it up, I think, at sunrise and close it down at sunset. There are bathrooms here, male and female. This is the male side right here. And it turns out there is a power outlet. I didn't see it initially, but they have a power outlet here for you to use. And I've got it plugged in right now, cooking up some rice. I did bring out my propane stove, which I don't really need at this point. I could actually cook everything inside the rice cooker, but I thought I would go ahead and use the propane, even though it's kind of wasting it a little bit. But we'll get the meal done, faster, because the rice is cooking on the rice cooker. Let me put it on high here so I can cook. And remember to push that button so that the rice cooker will go into high mode. And all I'm going to do for today's meal is just turn on the Coleman butane stove and use a couple slices, maybe 3 or 4 slices of this Cotto Salami made with chicken and pork from Oscar Mayer. So I bought this the other day to make sandwiches for work, but I'm going to try to eat it up, within a week. I do have ice in my little portable 12-volt cooler that I have as a center console inside the little Blue 2, and that's what I'm using to keep the food refrigerated. So the plan today is to have some rice and salami, and then get ready for work, and then I will probably make salami for sandwiches. That's the problem with buying food like this, is that I end up having to eat it all week. But I bought it to save myself some money, make sandwiches for work instead of buying food. And basically each meal is like 5 or 10 cents worth of food, maybe 10, 15 cents per meal for lunch. So that's pretty good. Although I did have it for lunch. Yeah, I had it for lunch yesterday, and for dinner I had tuna sandwich. So I've been eating sandwiches because I haven't really wanted to do anything too elaborate. I may do some elaborate food, but I don't really feel like it because most of the time when I get off work, it's like late. And I guess I could start cooking elaborate stuff if I get up early like I did today. And now that I have a park with electricity, maybe we'll do some more cooking episodes out here. Anyhow, I am going to go ahead. I can hear the rice is sizzling up. I'm going to go ahead and get the thing loaded up, this pot here loaded up with, heat it up and load it up. So let me open this up and get the cooking process going. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my butane system by pushing this lever down. Well, you make sure that this is lined up. See how it has a little notch right there? That makes sure that it will dispense the fuel correctly. Then you hit the button, you push this down, and that releases the gas. With that, and it ignites it, and you can see the flames right there. But I'm going to turn it down a little bit because you don't need it that high. I'm going to put it to like medium. Save myself a little bit of fuel. You can see it's already heating up. Now I'm going to take some of this bologna and just toss it right in here. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 in there. You know what? I think I'm going to take 3 slices of bologna. And what I'll do is just flip it and mix them up once it starts to heat up. To help it cook faster, per the suggestion of a lot of viewers, I am going to put the lid on it. That'll seal in the heat and kind of bake it as it fries. So we're just going to let it fry a little bit. Meanwhile, the rice is cooking. You can just see what it looks like. It is indeed frying up. I might even turn the heat down a little bit so it doesn't burn. It helps to turn the heat down a little bit because we're still waiting on the rice. In the meantime, I'm going to start cleaning up. Since I've already used the rice, I think I will refill with water though while I have access to water. And just start to clean up out here so that all I have to do is just get the food and serve it when it's done. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and flip the meat. It's been about a minute or 2. Just flip that. I don't know if you can even see it. But I am going to, flip the meat before it gets burnt. That'll cook this side here. And while that is cooking up, I'm going to go ahead and take the bologna, put it back into a little blue tube over there in the distance, into the cooler so it doesn't go bad. And I'll put up the rice too. Then I'll come back and finish cooking. It's been a couple minutes. I have put up the rice, the other items. And here you can see this is kind of sticking a little bit. We got one side almost burnt. There we go, flip that over. Let the heat thoroughly cook up. Notice all the fat that came out of it. That's what all that white stuff was that was embedded in the meat, was fat. So we're going to have 3 slices of Cotto Salami heated up with our rice. Now, you might be wondering why I bother to heat the salami. I just think it tastes better when it's fried, versus trying to eat it raw with the rice, which you can do because it's already cooked. And I'm just going to let that sit and fry up a little bit more. In fact, I think it's pretty much done. So what I'm going to do to conserve power right now is shut the whole thing off and just let it stay warm there. So I don't want it burnt, but I wanted it somewhat browned and cooked. Meanwhile, the rice continues to cook. So in a few minutes, we'll be able to enjoy a nice brunch, a breakfast of Cotto Salami and white rice. I know it's not the best breakfast. I know it's not the healthiest. But it's what I've got on my vehicle right now because I wasn't really packed with things to cook because I didn't know if I would have the opportunity, other than cooking the rice and then just buying some pre-cooked chicken from Publix or Winn-Dixie or Walmart around here somewhere and eating that with rice, which is what my plan was for dinner, if I don't feel like cooking, or making ramen noodles, or lo mein, ramen noodles, which I may still do. I don't know if the squirrel's going to come up to me or not. But having found this particular park, and knowing that it has electricity, I am going to be looking for a Dollar Tree. Yeah, that way I can get serving size stuff. Like I might pick up some eggs or something from Dollar Tree. And then I can have eggs for lunch or dinner. Hi! She's curious. Looking to see if I have any food, and she's decided, you know what? He has no food. He's just sitting there. Hello, baby. How are you? So he's got no food. I'm not going by. There's another one up in the tree there. There's like 3 of them. Squirrels are so funny. Do you see how they chase each other? They are so funny. I think they're one of the cutest animals out there. I don't know why some people don't like squirrels. People go out of their way, actually, to attack squirrels sometimes. Makes me a little sad. I guess for them it's a pest because it's probably, I don't know what they do. I don't see squirrels killing plants. I don't know. But some people just don't like squirrels. Anyhow, rice is almost done. The bologna's done. In a moment, we're going to have our little breakfast feast. Yeah. Thank goodness for the simple or little things in life, like having electricity, running water. And it's actually, I think, cool. I think they refrigerate it. But I'm going to fill up my little container here with that water so I can have the water, with me for cooking and cleaning and stuff, which I do have some already, but I'm going to have a little bit more. This is where I'll try to restock because it's free and also easy access to where I'm staying at right now, my work location and stuff. So finding this park here at this time is actually a godsend. It's going to allow me to cook and do stuff other than just eating pre-made food, which is going to be excellent. So look forward to those cooking episodes, assuming the Dollar Tree here. I went by one Dollar Tree, and I'm hoping, because it will look pretty small, I'm hoping that it has a frozen food section, because then I can try some more Dollar Tree food. So that might be a treat for those of you who enjoy Dollar Tree and enjoy watching me eat stuff from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera right now and wait for the rice to cook because it looks like it's almost done, and show you what the final product looks and tastes like. As you can see, I was able to fill up some water here. Not all the way because we had to angle it, but close enough, which is good. Always nice to have some water. This is the same water I used to add to the coolant level when it dropped down the other day. It's nice to have a good supply of water with you at all times. Notice these little white moth thingies around this area, and some were even on little blue too on the window, and they seem to be doing some kind of dance. I don't know what's up with that. They move in a it's like a circular pattern, and they crisscross. Now he's just sitting there trying to figure me out, but they don't just walk around, so he's doing some kind of weird dance. I don't know what that's all about. Food is still cooking. The rice is going to shut itself off the rice cooker once the rice is pretty much done, and then I'll shut the unit down and then put together a serving for you guys, for me rather, and let you guys see what the food looks like. While we're waiting for the rice to finish cooking, I noticed a sign for the park rules and thought I would show it to you guys just in case you happen to be passing through this area. We are on US 1 in Titusville, between Titusville and Port St. John, near the 405, which is a causeway that goes over to, I think it's a 405, 407 or 405. I think it's 405. The causeway that goes right up to Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex. The park rules: no overnight parking or camping, so you cannot stay here overnight. The second rule they removed. I don't know what that rule was. So no overnight parking or camping, but you could actually come here as soon as day rise occurs and they unlock the gate, so you could come here and use the facility here. You got a bathroom and you have water and you have electricity. There is no alcohol allowed in the park except by permit. No animals allowed except for service animals. No loud music. Open fires are prohibited. Use the grills only. So you authorize to use the grills, but no open fires. No soliciting, and the operation of motorcycles or ATVs off-road is prohibited. Park hours are dawn to dusk except for authorized activities. No metal detecting permitted on athletic fields or playgrounds. So you cannot look for money here. Yeah, they don't want you digging up holes, even though the squirrels are digging up holes everywhere. Users shall comply with all federal, state, county, and other local laws, rules, or regulations. No animals permitted except service animals, in case you didn't see that, in big signs. And the reason is, of course, people walk around here and little kids play. And people bring their animals, they leave waste and stuff all over for people to walk through, which is not good. Let's go check up on our rice and see how it looks. And it is indeed done at this point. And I can tell it is done because, as you can see, the power level went up to warm mode. So it doesn't shut off, so you have to unplug it physically to shut it off. But I want to point out, like, having stuff like this, you could charge things up like a small little battery pack, your cell phone, basically. If you're van dwelling in a city and you have access to a park like this, and you know there's electricity there they let you use, it's kind of a little bit of a comfort in that you can plug in and charge up if you need to. I wouldn't do anything weird like run a cable out here and try to run a house air conditioning system hooked up in your vehicle. I think that would draw too much attention and use too much power, that you would stand out, and then they'll come over and shut off the power, so you can't use it in the future. So don't do anything like that. But you could use it for cooking, which is only a little bit. You can see my rice is nicely cooked. And, of course, the salami. Is it salami? I forget what this stuff's called. It's not bologna. It's Cotto Salami. Yeah, it is salami. So I am going to go ahead and put together a serving and show you the food. Here then is my breakfast for today, which is kind of rare. I normally don't eat breakfast, but decided to take advantage of the electrical outlet and the ability to cook out here at the park today, just to show you what can be done. And we have some Mountain Dew, nice and chilled, from my little cooler. And Cotto Salami with white rice. I know this is not the best breakfast. But hopefully it'll fill my tummy up and I won't be hungry today. Not that I was hungry the other day, but I'm probably going to make just one sandwich for lunch today instead of two, because I may not be too hungry. And of course it's going to be a salami sandwich. Or maybe I'll splurge and make it a tuna fish sandwich. I might do that since I'm eating the salami right now. I might make the salami. It's just a lot easier to make the salami sandwich than the tuna, especially since I don't have any onions with me. Let's go ahead and have a taste test and see what it tastes like. One of the things I like about white rice is that I can pretty much eat it with anything. I can even eat white rice with Doritos. Yeah, even that tastes good. The salami does taste good fried up. I think it tastes better fried than it does unfried. So you can taste a little bit of meat here. It's already been seasoned, so I didn't add any seasoning. I could even take the Cotto Salami and use it to make other dishes, which I might later, just to show you how you can kind of serve the same thing up in a lot of different ways. But yeah, this is not bad. It's pretty good. And honestly, even when I'm living in a sticks and bricks, and you might have seen me do it when I was at Walter's house, I will actually cook up a dish like this and eat for myself as well as my kids. So this isn't something that I do simply because I'm in a van. It's what I do anyways. And I think that's the key is knowing that just because you're living in a van, it doesn't mean you can't make some of the same foods you used to make. You may have to adapt it a little bit, but it is possible to cook the same kind of foods that you normally cook if you look at your resources and what's available. So until next time, everyone, take care. God bless. And I hope that wherever you're staying, the birds are singing just like they are here. Have a great day, everybody.